Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's time once again to meet our community, the Hispanic business community here in Orange County. Brought to you by Orange County's only community radio station and Orange County's one and only Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, with the man who sits in the chair, leads these community conversations. Trying to come up with something
What
clever.
happened to my Mr. OC today? Come on, Paul.
Well, you know, I think that you've been replaced because we held up our show today for 5 minutes. 7, 8 minutes. There was a police motorcade coming in.
You know, there was a lot going on today. There was a lot going on today.
And we had to wait for the police motorcade to bring your guest here and everything.
Yes.
But we're here now. We're ready.
Welcome everybody to our community podcast show powered by the Orange County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, John Gutierrez, Senior Vice President. Here we have, again, with us some special guests from the Newport Beach Film Festival. It's their 25th anniversary. With us today, we have Mr. Greg Shrink and Lorena Stephanie Pichardo, they were with us last year, but this year it's their 25th anniversary, and we have a lot of great information. We're going to be talking about, of course, NBFF's largest lineup ever, showcasing 135 featured films and 260 short films, and of course, they're going to be celebrating the world premiere of Jenny, the Jenny Rivera, of course, biopic or story, I guess you could say. Biopic. And this is exciting, guys, because if you all know, I mean, Jenny Rivera was a legend in our community, right? Totally. And so the fact that they're going to be launching for the first time ever her story, we're very excited to have them on the show. So Greg, Lorena, thank you so much for being on our show today, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll put you here. You've got yours. You're good.
Now, before we launch any further,
yes,
I have to correct. I think you fumbled Greg's name here.
I know. I'm so sorry, Greg. Just so you know, Greg, you're on a Hispanic show, and us Latinos,
you put a little Hispanic flavor to it.
You know what?
There.
We're going to just name you Greg Gonzalez or Greg Gutierrez, because you've done so much for the community. What is the last name? I know.
Schwenk.
But what is the
German?
German.
Yeah.
I know. I think we might have talked about this the last time.
I don't know what you came up with, but it has a very Hispanic flavor
Paul,
to it.
Why you gotta throw me under the bus, Paul? Why you gotta make me look bad?
Saying.
I'm a Latino host here.
We need to baptize him with a new Latino last name.
Yes, let's baptize him.
Yeah.
Are we good with her? See, Paul, I'm gonna throw you under the bus. You didn't have your mic ready. All right, you didn't have her mic ready.
I didn't.
So, guys, thank you so much for being on the show again, and let's get going with this, because I know this is an exciting year. The fact that we're telling Jenny Rivera's story, I mean, this is a pretty big thing, right, Greg?
Oh, we're really proud. The programming team worked exceptionally hard to go through over 3,000, almost 4,000 films to select the 350 that are in the festival this year. And the Jenny Rivera film is no exception to this. It's really something that we work with the studio. We were in negotiations and talking about the opportunity, and the option of being able to be the world premiere for the film is a really special evening for us, and a great way to celebrate her life and to celebrate Mexican art and culture.
How do you feel about that, Stephanie? I mean, you got your
I'm
mom
so
in the room, one of our longtime members of the chamber. This is pretty exciting, right?
We're super excited. Last year was obviously huge with Eugenio, and I think this picks up right where we left off.
You just said that very fast. Eugenio was a big thing last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that was huge, right? I mean, last year when we talked about this, I was like, wow.
That was so much fun.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. And thank you, by the way, for having us. I mean,
of course.
It was a great event. I mean, the whole week was great. But for me, meeting him in person was pretty cool.
It was so much fun.
He's such a big star, right?
He is.
Yeah.
An incredibly nice guy.
Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Very humble. And his wife. I never realized who his wife was, too. She was big superstar, right?
Yeah.
I think she was probably at one point.
She's a singer,
Yeah, bigger superstar than him.
Yeah.
And she's so humble, so nice in the background.
Yeah, they're really cute.
So great job last year, by the way.
Thank you.
We had a blast.
That
I mean,
was so much
for those of
fun.
you that don't know, that are watching us for the first time, I was there last year, and the whole red carpet and the movie premieres, and of course
it's a total experience.
Very VIP, meeting the famous people. So thank you for incorporating us as a chamber. It was really, really cool. But
of course.
But again, Jenny Rivera, this is a big thing.
It's huge, and a lot of people don't know this about her. Like, she wasn't just a singer. That's what she's known for, right?
Yes.
But she was an actress, a mom, a producer, and a women's rights activist, which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah,
so the film really does a great job at showcasing everything about her.
I'm excited to watch this film. Seriously, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to bring up the other famous artist that also passed away, Selena, right? When that came out, that was such a big movie,
Yeah.
telling the story of, obviously
Yeah.
somebody that we had lost, just like Jenny Rivera.
Yeah.
And I think, with us being in the Hispanic community, there's only so many artists that break that barrier from the Spanish community to the Latino community, right?
Totally.
The English speaking Hispanic community. So the fact that you're featuring Jenny Rivera's story in this film, I mean, for those of you watching, guys, I mean, you want to go out and when you're listening to this, you want to go buy these tickets and get involved in this event, because again, that's going to be from October 17th to the 24th is the whole Newport Beach Film Festival. But the day Jenny Rivera is going to be showcasing, of course, her film that you guys are doing, it's Latino the Showcase, which is Monday the 21st.
Yes.
Correct.
So I just want to make sure everybody understands that. Monday the 21st.
Is there a party or something afterwards? Is
Why,
there a
why we got to go to
celebration?
the party right away, Paul?
I want to be
ready.
there.
The good Irishman wants to know
Yeah.
what
I
the
don't know what we're drinking.
By the way, their after parties are amazing.
Yeah.
You guys' after parties, I mean, people think you're just going to red carpet,
Yeah,
film.
watch the movie and leave. No.
No. The after parties are great. And where are the after parties this year?
So we have a number of locations.
Okay.
Our opening night, it happens on the 17th, happens to be at Fashion Island. We've outgrown every ballroom in Newport Beach, so we bring in 30 of the top restaurants doing signature tastings, hosted bar by Tito's and our other partners. Cereal Wines is one of our big new sponsors for that. We've got live performances, DJ, all sorts of things. And again, about 2,500 people come out for our opening night in Fashion Island. And then our other events range from our Irish Spotlight, which has...
Yeah, that's
yes.
what we're talking
We
about.
knew Paul was going to get excited as soon as he said the Irish Spotlight.
Is that we have it at the Muldoon's Irish Pub right next to the theater.
Got to.
I can only imagine that after party. Let's not go into
It
that.
goes on to the wee hours of the morning, it does.
The accent.
And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we partner with Time Nightclub at the Triangle.
Yes.
And so our Monday will be at Time Nightclub.
So
And
how
for
did they? I just want to say, throw this in because he's going to get off on this biopic, and well, he should because it's an important film. But how do they participate in these after parties? Is it just by invitation only, or can the general
no.
public buy tickets to these things?
So I think that's one of the most important aspects of the Newport Beach Film Festival is we're very inclusive. And we set our price points to ensure that people don't feel that they're going to break the bank by attending. What's great, for example, with our for the Jenny Rivera film, the tickets are $50. And chamber members have a discount, gets $5 off. So now it's $45. It's $90 for a date night. And that includes parking, that includes the film, and that includes the after party with amazing restaurants.
See, that just blows me away. $50 might be
crazy.
just the film, or $50 might
45 for our chamber members.
Yeah.
They get a discount,
Yeah.
guys.
Right. Well, you can't even go out to dinner really, barely for 40.
Hey,
if you go to a nice restaurant
Hey,
for
you
40.
can't even buy a combo nowadays like at some of these fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? A family of four, you're spending
Yeah.
like $60. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So
where
this
and
is
where do
great.
they? We'll do it a couple of times in the show. But where do they go sign up? Is it too late, or is it still
No.
available?
No, they go. I have it here. Filmfest.com.
Newport Beach Film Fest.
Newport Beach. Filmfest.com. Okay.
And the Jenny Rivera pick. For those who don't know, I know the name, but I don't know much of the story.
Yeah,
Give us
because you only know about the Irish after
That's
party.
it, and the
yeah, we
drink.
noticed that's all you think about is
Give
yeah.
me the quick Jenny Rivera story here.
He knows the Irish pub.
thinking
that
about the
it's-
whiskey.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
knows everything about that.
You want to share? I mean,
Yeah,
Paul's
give us-
asking a little bit about for those of you that don't know who
Or
Jenny
maybe they're
Rivera
too
is.
young, or maybe they didn't hear the whole story.
You want to elaborate a little bit about that? It's up to you. I mean,
Yeah, sure. She is a Mexican actress who, like we mentioned, unfortunately passed away.
airplane crash, right? I think
yes.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total legend. Her kids take after her.
Yes.
They are also singers and actresses and entrepreneurs.
Lupillo Rivera, who's one of her brothers,
Yeah.
is actually a very well-known singer. And lately, from what I know, his reality show that he's been on, huge following and big hit. And so some of the Rivera family, like her daughter,
Yeah.
obviously has a
Chiquis.
huge following. I know this
Yeah.
because of my sister and my wife, who follow a lot of their story.
Yeah.
But they've definitely, as a family, and even her dad, right?
Yeah.
Jenny Rivera's dad, of course, the grandpa of Chiquis, he's even always out there. He's like, he knows
Yeah.
everybody and anybody in the industry. Yeah. So the family itself, the Rivera family, has a lot of, just history and roots.
Yeah.
And I think you're probably going to see that in this film. I'm assuming the story of her and maybe
Yes.
their family, right? And so I think it's interesting how we're finally telling that story. I think that's great. So I'm excited that they're bringing this film to. I mean, the
Have they ever
Newport
done
Beach
this
Film
before?
Festival.
Is this the first biopic?
First
on
one,
her?
right?
I believe so. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never heard
first.
of anything like this
Yeah.
unless somewhere out there they've done this. But more importantly, guys, I mean, definitely we're here to promote, of course, Latin Showcase Monday the 21st. But overall, the Newport Beach Film Festival, guys, we're celebrating 25-year anniversary.
Yeah.
That in itself is amazing. Most
Yeah,
film
Crazy.
festivals don't
congratulations,
reach that.
great,
Oh, thank
and
you.
the whole team and the committees that you guys have, because we do events all the time. We were just talking about this with Greg downstairs, and it takes a lot of work. It takes an army to put. I mean, everything from the before, the actual event, the after parties. I mean, there's a lot to organizing these things, right?
Yeah, we ourselves, we host between approximately 22 special events, ranging from smaller receptions of 200 to, as I said, opening night at about 2,500.
Wow.
And that's not even counting all of the other filmmakers, companies, and other groups that host their own private receptions and events. So there's stuff going on throughout Newport Beach and Costa Mesa throughout the 8 days of the festival, almost all the time. And we have actually the largest contingents of filmmakers coming over in the history of the festival. We have, as it was mentioned, we've got a large contingent, 36 people coming over from Ireland.
Wow.
We've got a 20-person delegation coming in from South Korea. We've got a group coming in from Australia, Japan. We've got a whole group coming over from Canada, and all coming here to celebrate the art and craft of filmmaking. And that's the other aspect of the festival I think is very important. It's also very important for the Jenny Rivera film, is that not only you get to see the great movies and go to the parties, but you get to meet the people both in front of and behind the camera that made the movie possible. So for the Jenny Rivera film, we're going to have the director, you're going to have the lead actress playing Jenny Rivera, you're going to have a number of the other supporting cast and other members of the crew coming out for their world premiere.
And for $45, you can not only see the film and park, you can come over to the party and meet these people.
Come
Take a
over
picture,
to the way
yeah.
he said it with
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
The party, the Irish act. So
party.
listen, guys, the other thing that we have to make sure we hit upon on this is, I hear there's a pretty amazing young man coming, Billie Eilish's brother,
Yes.
right? Phineas, is his name?
Phineas.
Phineas.
Yep.
And this guy's a legend. Like,
He
he's
is.
a composer, right? Writer.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that he's coming to this, I can't wait to tell my niece, because huge fans of this young man.
So last year we had Mark Ronson, other legendary producer and songwriter. We continued to build a very deep relationship with composers and the whole music component of film. And so to have Phineas coming out and spend the evening with us, it's also on that Monday evening, so they're going to make a choice on which film or experience you have, but you can still come over to the post party.
We can all hang out.
Yeah.
That's right. But we're very excited and very proud to be able to have him out and have that in-depth conversation and share that experience with people. And again, that's a $20 ticket.
Wow.
So it's
$20.
Yep.
That's not even like a quarter of a tank of gas right now.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, that's such a great deal.
It is. And
When
it's-
you think of, and again, guys, as the Orange County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, we're always trying to collaborate and get people involved in community events and network. What better else than for a few bucks to collaborate and network with people from literally all over the world
Yes.
that are coming to Newport Beach? And let me tell you, we had our state convention the year before here in Costa Mesa, and we had so many people come, and we kept asking people why so many. They're like, because Newport Beach is right here. They're like, they couldn't wait to like come to OC, be by Newport Beach. They couldn't wait to go to the ocean. We don't realize how lucky we are living in OC. We don't
Totally.
realize how lucky we
Yeah.
are being by Newport Beach. So a lot of people that come in are also looking forward to, I mean, the fact that it's held in Newport Beach, it's huge,
Yeah.
right?
At Fashion Island. It's
Yes.
a,
Yeah.
it's
I
a
mean,
theater
this is
there.
not just anywhere.
Yeah.
This is pretty like VIP.
Yeah.
I got one more question. At film festivals, obviously you're premiering films. You can see major films from around the world, from here in this country. But you also can see something that I don't think 99% of people have ever seen short films. Talk about the
Yeah,
short.
that's
the-
260 short films.
These little films, 5, 10, 15 minutes that people make, sometimes as a precursor to starting a career or sometimes a passion project or whatever. But talk about this, because I don't think people really even know that category exists or what to expect.
So the Newport Beach Film Festival really works on a curatorial process where they sit down, they'll wade through a mountain of short films to find the right ones for each program. And so there are 34 different programs within the festival that are short films. And so you look at our
Give us some sample, like what?
shorts on love, shorts on dance, shorts on relationships.
Shorts on architecture, I think you have.
Yes, we have our architecture and design shorts. So it's the programmers that work on those are really focused on finding the very best films that that tell that particular story. And what's amazing about a short film is it's a complete story in of itself, even though it might be 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 7 minutes long. And so it tells that complete story. And then what they do is they find similar short films and combine it into a 90-minute block. And then what's also great is I would say almost 100%, at least 90% of the filmmakers of those shorts will be attending. So you get to meet the men and women, again, in front of and behind the camera that made those short films. Many of them, as pointed out, labors of love. Many of them are incredible. I mean, again, the idea that you can tell a complete story in such a short period of time, really remarkable. And again, we have short film programs running every day, all the time.
Imagine if you could have been there many years ago when George Lucas, as his USC doctoral thesis or whatever it was, his graduation project, did THX, whatever it was.
Stephanie, real quick here. Your generations, right? Even though this has been going on 25 years, what are you seeing? What are you hearing as far as like your generations now? I mean, there was a lot of people from your generation there last year.
Totally.
And that's great to see, right? That the baton is being passed on to the other generations, because I think that's important to Paul's point that, you know, you got all these short films, right? All these featured films that the next generations are also, you know, understanding them, getting involved. What are you seeing? What are you hearing about
There's
that?
a lot of interest, especially from younger kids in college, you know, Chapman University, Cal State Fullerton,
That's
a
right.
lot of people majoring in film and marketing and public relations. So there's so many different parts of the festival that, like he said, people don't see, like a whole behind the scenes. And obviously it's exciting for students and for anyone my age, you know, trying to start a career in the film industry.
You know, it's interesting you say that, because a lot of those are partners of our chamber.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize
Exactly.
that so many of them, that's true. Like one of our board members, Joe, he's part of the whole film industry at Chapman University. And so we didn't realize all the ties, right? That,
Yeah.
like you say, that are involved.
And Chapman has become a world-class film school.
That's right.
They're challenging USC, if they haven't already, to be one of the biggest and best film programs in the country. They had some big success stories, like the guys who started the thing, was it Stranger Things? Yeah.
Greg, really quick, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I would like for you to just briefly give us a summary of, you know, obviously we're celebrating 25 years of doing this. Where did this all start from many years ago? If you don't mind, I know we talked about it last time on the show, but for those viewing for the first time, share a little bit about that.
Sure. So myself and Todd Quartarero started the company 25 years ago, and it really was the opportunity that we had very deep roots here in Newport Beach in Orange County. We formed our board of directors, which were all of our natural allies. I've worked very closely with the city and city council of Newport Beach 25 years ago, and continue to build those relationships. And really, they're the city and the city council. It's our founding sponsor, along with Visit Newport Beach. So the idea of spreading the word about how wonderful Newport Beach is as a location.
Yes.
And so we have a group of our natural allies that help keep the festival going. And if you look back 25 years ago, we really looked at it from the perspective of Newport Beach as a beautiful location. It's a great destination, and its proximity to Hollywood is unparalleled. And we're able to leverage all of our deep relationships with all of the major hotels and resorts. So the Vea Hotel is our host hotel. We work with the resort at Pelican Hill, the Pendre, and the Balboa Bay Resort.
Some great places.
Yes.
Very VIP.
It is, and it really shows off. We're the top luxury lifestyle film festival in the United States. We're actually the largest film festival in coastal Southern California, blowing away anything in San Diego, Orange County, or even LA County. So we'll get about 48,000 people, as I said, screening. 100.
Wait, did you say 48,000 people?
Correct.
Wow.
For
In
all
that
the-
in that weeks
Yes,
that
that's
one
correct.
week, that's a lot of people.
It is.
And think about the hundreds of film festivals around the country. Every city in America wants to create some sort of film festival. Toronto, Palm Springs, whatever. Those are a couple of the big ones. There's a handful of them you can name,
Well,
and
and-
this one is one of them.
Well, the other thing I think that's important to point out is, 48,000 people that are involved in this, you're also impacting the economy in
Almost
our
certainly.
surrounding areas. Let's not forget how much you're helping the community from that sense.
Well, it's interesting. We have a very large room block with our hotels. We've already blown through those, so we're scrambling to try and find more places to put people.
I can rent out a room in my house.
Fair enough.
I got you covered. I got you
Excellent.
covered.
A couple of
Airbnb
John's
at
Hey,
Tom's.
we'll make fresh chilaquiles in the morning. Honey, get the food ready.
So we're excited about that. What's also nice is, as I said, we've got all these other filmmakers that are looking to host their own events, and so we're really steering them towards our restaurant partners who are already supporting us.
Wow.
So we've got a lot of places that are hosting their own private events. We're also very proud to be the official partner for OC Style Week with Fashion Island.
Nice.
And so really that getting that red carpet ready and being able to combine the best in fashion and the best in film is one of the things that we're celebrating for our 25th anniversary. And they have an amazing lineup of things that we're doing with them. Incredible costume designers, some big celebrities. So you've got things like Bob Mackie, who's a legendary costume designer from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Cher's dresses and things like that.
Even more than Cher is Carol Burnett.
Oh, yeah.
And Carol Burnett will be coming out and celebrating the work of Bob
Are
Mackie.
you kidding me?
So we're very excited to be announcing that.
That is amazing.
We've got Colleen Atwood, 4-time Academy Award winner, who will be joining us, who's also an incredible designer for things like Beetlejuice.
My wife loves that movie, by the way. Huge fan.
And so this is one of the great things about the Newport Beach Film Festival is it's just not the celebrities in front of the camera. It's the incredible people, the creative forces behind the camera, and all the different aspects of the collaborative art of filmmaking.
I got to tell a quick story. I can't remember the young man's name, but I met him the first year I went to the Newport Beach Film Festival. Maybe after the show you can remind me who. I have a picture with him. I met him at the event. I didn't know who the young man was. I took a picture with him. I posted on social media. My niece sees it, and he belonged to this. He was a young man at the time. I think I want to say he was like 18 years old, and he looked really young. And I didn't know who he was, but I knew everybody was trying to get a picture with them there. And so I took a picture with him, and I posted it, and I remember tagging him or something. And my niece was like, "You met so and so," and I'm like, "Who is he?" And she's like, "You don't understand. I'm a big fan of his." And he was just casually there at the event, and people were talking
Hanging
to him.
out,
Yeah, and so you just never know who you're going to meet at one of these events.
Totally.
Who's a big name, and they're just so humble, down to earth, just like Derber last year. He was
Kenyo
just,
hung out with us
Yes.
at the after party.
he was so
Yeah.
nice. His wife was
Yeah.
so nice. So I think it's really, really, really cool, really beautiful to see that people at different levels can just come together at
Totally.
these events. And I just want to say, thank you so much for bringing this to Orange County.
Well, it's a group effort,
yeah.
and it is, and it's great partnerships like with the Chamber,
Yeah.
where we're able to celebrate the rich diversity of our community, and really work with the great organizations that make Orange County what it is. And so we look at the film festival as a way to shine the spotlight on Orange County and the amazing things that we have going on here. And to have a festival that's bigger than festivals in Los Angeles, that's a testament to the deep commitment to arts, culture, and business that Orange County has.
It's a testament to Greg Schwenk. That's what
Well,
it is.
my
also-
mom would agree with you there. There are very few others.
We also shine the spotlight on amazing restaurants.
That's right.
Yeah, so this
right.
year we have a lot of restaurants that we're excited for.
Rattle off some. Give us a couple of them.
A lot of Newport Beach restaurants like Joey, like Blue Water Grill.
Okay.
Love that.
What else? Ed Familia by Chef David Fuerte. He also owns Carniceria Wagyu.
Oh, that's
They're
great.
going to be doing amazing Wagyu skewers on opening night.
Lunchtime, guys. I'm getting hungry.
What else?
Careful.
Bouillon, an amazing French restaurant. Their Moulin does their pastries. What else? Rosa Madera.
Well, here's the most important thing. The fact that you're incorporating a lot of restaurants says a lot about the event and all of it, because a lot of restaurants need our support right now.
Right.
You know, and this is great that you're featuring them, right? And they're getting the opportunity to feature their food.
Yeah.
And hopefully the people that attend, only 48,000.
They're all so excited to
right?
be a part of this.
It's a great way
Yeah.
to feature their restaurants. And again, the after parties are amazing. The food that you guys have there, it's so good.
Oh, Churreria El Moro, the churros from
Oh,
Mexico City,
my
will
weakness.
be joining us.
Churros.
Yeah, on the Latin
Stephanie, you're killing me
showcase.
here. You know, it is lunchtime.
I know.
But again, you know, guys, let's just give everybody the information. October 17th through the 24th.
That's coming right up here.
Yes, sir. A week literally from today, depending on when you're, or tomorrow, right, when you're watching this show. And of course, Latin Showcase is Monday, the 21st. But we want you to be a part of everything throughout the week. And of course, they can go to the website,
NewportBeachFilmFest.com.
NewportBeachFilmFest.com.
We'll share a link too on
Yes.
Instagram stories.
Yes, we'll share the link. Leave any comments, guys, wherever you see this, and we can always send you the information. But again,
And don't forget about the Irish night at Muldoon.
yes. What night is that again?
That's on Sunday night, the night before.
Sunday. I wonder how many people will go to work. I wonder how many people that are Irish will make it Monday to work, right?
Don't expect OC Talk Radio to be on the air that day.
And then, guys, again, 135 featured films, 260 short films. That is amazing. 25-year anniversary. I mean, thank you so much for
thank
being
you.
on the show.
Thank you.
And for those of you who have any, questions, concerns, leave a comment. And of course, feel free to go to the website, purchase your tickets, guys. We want to support things that are going on in our community so we can continue to have these in our community, which impacts, of course, our economy and everything we're doing. Stephanie, Greg, I won't try to pronounce the last name because Paul will kill me over here. Thank you for being on the show again.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you, John.
We really appreciate it. And next time, bring
We're
some of
so
the food.
excited.
Bring
I
some of the
know, I
food from
know.
some of these
Please.
vendors.
I owe you
Bring
some
a-
churros.
Yeah.
Bring some churros.
Yeah.
Bring some Wagyu
Yeah.
tacos, right?
No, for sure. Opening night, you can sample everything.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. Well, there you guys have it. Thank you for tuning in again to our community podcast show, where our community is your community. And we'll see you all there at the Newport Beach Film Festival.
We're so excited.
Yes. Take it away, Mr. Paul Roberts.
Well, there you have it. One more example of why I got to tune in each and every time to meet our community and hear about all that's happening all around us, like the 25th anniversary bash called the Newport Beach Film Festival, starting next week, folks. All brought to you by Orange County's only community radio station, OC Talk Radio, streaming live from our studios here at the University of California's Irvine's Beale Applied Innovation Center.